OK， 回来，好，那么今天就继续了。我记得好像昨天还前天吧，有把它先打到1/3的，大概1/3吧，总剧情大概1/3，我猜啦。虽然不知道它总共大概多久，不过我应该猜测应该有1/3了吧。因为这种单机性向的剧情游戏通常都不久，除非像是那种会比我那种怎么讲，那种收集东西比较多的那种游戏的话，才可能会比较久一点。好啦，不多说了，先继续吧。继续游戏。总是从这边开始？什么？真的居然从这边开始
？Dead end.
But you knew your way around these parts.
Let's just get over there.
Yeah. Think you need a hand?
No, do you?
还在载入，可恶！
Let's go, amigo.
You like that?
Should be a bit quieter in here.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I can see why you'd want to leave this place, man. It's gotta be there. This is a known Comando Sombra area.
You know, if I've been doing my job properly, we wouldn't be out here in the middle of nowhere looking for some fraud who got pinched on my watch.
That's what we tell ourselves, huh? It's all our fault.
No, I'm serious. By the time they grabbed the girls, I was half cut. I ain't slipping, man. I'm slipped. I'm a bad joke.
Max, we work private security. We're all ex-soldiers, ex-special forces, ex-cops, ex-good guys. We all have our reasons why we became ex. Maybe now we can put things right, okay?
So that was it, was it? Say the magic word and be absolved of your sins. If only shit were that simple, I'd have done it years ago. Me, I've been stuck in the past so long I'd forgotten what year it was.
该想起来。好，没事。继续。
Max, quit your daydreaming. This is it. It's over there. I'm gonna cut the engine. Glide in.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Yo, 小伙子。
Looked like Passos had brought us to the right place. That was the chopper the Comando Sombra used to escape the nightclub attack. If Fabiana wasn't around here, then at least someone that knew where she was had to be. Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather worsened, I caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way. or what would happen to that girl I was supposed to protect.
Protect. 我记得好像以前定那个就是打掉死的。
A bullet will sometimes work as well as a key. I had no idea what lay ahead, and as much as part of me would rather be anywhere else, I knew this was where I had to be. I felt responsible. I just had to fix the situation, right here.
Eu sempre uma parte de mim. Pô, já te falei pra tu parar de reclamar fazendo teu trabalho, mano.
I couldn't understand them, but I didn't have to. Cheap hoods are the same from here to Timbuktu. The slab of meat on the boat was clearly the boss. Serrano, they called him. And it seemed that our suspicions were correct. Fabiana was here, somewhere further ahead. I had to find her quickly and quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns. So far, I'd managed to keep a low profile, a bit out of character for a guy who's only comfortable with a bottle of whiskey or a gun in his hand. I kept moving toward the signs of life, rubbing them out as I went along. I'd seen enough to know that Fabiana was at least alive, if not exactly well. Her captors didn't look like they were quite the kind and gentle type. I had to find that room quickly.
Vai se fuder, cara! Vai tomar no meio do cu! Eu vou te meter bala, hein? Vá se fuder, porra!
Oi! Dani! Você tá aí? Você tem um cigarro? Atira!
Aí você发现了。
I didn't want to think about what would be happening on that video feed now. Just my own imminent cameo.
不想引起事件，那就用消音管就好了。没办法，
I had to keep moving. I hoped that I'd find Fabiana sooner than later, if at all.
Man. 是啦，我这个啦。 补枪呀。人呢？他妈的，痛！他突然被挡到，靠背。1000发射出的子弹。痛哦！没子弹。可不可以关灯啊？
That was the chair that she had been held in. I had just missed them.
Akan,被欺。可以关灯啊。
A dor. Com a idade vem a dor. É dor de cabeça.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. 未知探索，搜寻结束。哦，这边可以看那个哦挑战。啊？等一下我看一下哦。 控制解分，扔掉双手武器，选择双手武器，快速投掷手雷，切换附件。好，吼吼，水哦。
She was on the move. They'd been making a reality show starring Sao Paulo's favorite housewife. Probably thought it would grease the wheels with the ransom money, but it only made me want to shove the cash down their throats.
开过药包，不然又把它吃完，白痴。不行啊，不太习惯他这个按法，一直按错。
Te ouvir, caralho! Sua burguesinha safada! Vou te pegar, é? Vou te pegar antes que eu boto uma bala na tua cabeça!
There she was, right in front of me. The drunk fool in me wanted to make a play. But I had just about enough sense to know that I'd end up with another dead girl in my arms if I did.
Não, velho, não. O irmão já falou, velho, eu não quero inteira. É isso, é jogar dinheiro no lixo, hein? Caralho, cara, tá virando uma cilada essa porra, mano.
中啊！硬要开。
I was in a cocaine factory, but I'd stick to the depressants. It seemed Serrano's boys had targeted the entire Bronco family and didn't give a shit which one they pinched. Serrano had taken Fabiana through the garage door. I had to find a way to open it.
有东西呢，金枪，啥有看到再捡啊，没看到就算了，真的。
I opened the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell.
把168够得到。 手在干嘛？你看他手在干嘛？哎，我在打，看起来好帅啊！来吧，传人的吗？他不是。
These were the floor plans to the nightclub. Seemed Mr. Serrano like to be prepared. Proper little Boy Scout.
小童子，牙药饼，太好了。物件呢？ 走上面吗？死路。
I could get through on the catwalk if I went back into the other room.
痛痛痛！看你老师嘞！会疼，会疼，真的会疼。
I hadn't seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following a trail of her fingers. I had to keep on going across the docks. I prefer to mix these with alcohol, but on this special occasion... There they were. I had the feeling I'd been running one step behind ever since I got to this country. And maybe a few years before that as well.
偷射，不要在那边偷射，干老师。滚痛，不要在那边偷射。 是不是音乐有点太大声？音乐6好了，特效6好。干！我又按错，妈的！ 是按错。看什么？冲刺！爆杀！我在看他明天偷打我，可以吗？这边哦。这样没事，猛哥。
Max? Max? You all right? What's going on? Where's Fabiana?
They took her in a boat. That way. Straight ahead.
Okay, don't worry. Hang on.
Boy, did I need to hang on. The whole operation was slipping out of our grip. I was an overconfident chump who'd gone into the jungle alone.
Shit, more company! What's up, man? Fabiana, beat up, broken, alive. I don't know what to say. Hang in there, baby. You can do it.
刚看到拿的这个。
Jump behind us, Passos. See it? Look out!
Another one down.
Porra! That's them, ain't it? Fabiana's boat is in the front. Don't lose it. Porra, é essa? Bora essa mulher, caraca! Oh, puta que pariu! Keep after them! Fuck! That boat is blocking us from the one we need! I can't get a shot on Fabiana's! We're nearly there. I can catch Fabiana's boat if you get these guys out of our path! able to take much more of this.
Neither are they. Come on. We need to get past that decoy boat.
Shit! Grenade! Grenade!
Down.
Ah, fuck.
That doesn't look so good.
She ain't in great shape. We got engine trouble.
Fix it quick there, Captain. We need to move. I don't need to tell you they're getting away, genius.
I think you'll go if you give us a second. Shit! Over there, man, over there!
Right. How we doing, buddy?
I can't concentrate. Bullets whizzing past my head.
That time now, Paso.
We need some more time.
Die, swamp.
Keep them off of us. Hey, I got it. I got it.
Knew you could do it.
感觉像是手榴弹直接把后面的引擎炸爆，你还可以思考，
Hey,
很
you
猛。
see that? Shit, look out, more of them. What the fuck?
过去了。棒！说，你这个引擎一面炸到你还可以去开一下。
Hey, hey, that's them. We're back.
Nice job. I'm sure they missed us. Paso's on your right. Look out. Get in that booth. Damn it.
妈的！
Hey, I got an idea. Hold on.
为什么你知道这边走会追上他们？我以为是不懂。
Ah, shit. Push it.
Max, get on this.
Whatever you say. They got an armada out here. Almost, buddy, almost. Brazilian tourist office should get a load
发
of
现
this.
有一集
And they know all about it. Shows a different campaign.
The place was crawling. How many guys they got?
How many poor kids want nice sneakers? It ain't hard to hire. Hey, we're on them again.
See Fabian? Move up on them.
All right. I'll get us a little closer.
Close in.
Come on, just give me a second.
Give it some drama.
打到人了，靠背，太近了啦！就打头哎、欸。还有2个、啊。笑妈的
Passos! Try it, man. Shit.
Fabiana had slipped through my fingers for a second time. Another habit I didn't want or need.
It's close. We almost had her. Damn.
I don't think we ever had much of a chance.
No
one told us they had an entire goddamn army.
I don't think anybody knew. Crazy shit.
Yeah. It's all crazy, pal. Non-stop insanity. Thought I left all this shit behind. Easy gig, you said. What a fool I was to get involved in this madness.
Get up, bro. Max. Wake up, Max. Come on. Get up, you big bastard. Come on. Yeah? You don't look up.
Just give me a second, will you? Really not feeling too good.
Hey, Max, what is it with you in interior design? Huh? You really know how to give a place a great lived-in feel, huh? This is beautiful.
Fuck off with the fucking wisecracks.
Hey, sorry, bro. The boss wants to see us, so let's go. Come on. Take your time, man. Fucking unbelievable. Jesus.
I heard that.
Oh, give me a second. I'm not feeling so good.
Bom dia.
Alice estava aí?
O que o senhor acha? Claro que sim. E o senhor bem pontual,
Tudo bem.
não?
You fucking pair of clowns!
I'm sorry, sir. We risked our lives several times over trying to save...
I know. I just wish I knew what was happening and why.
Yes. Who has it in for our family? I mean, just because we are rich and happy, is that a good reason to hate us? I do a lot of good in this town. A lot!
This is hell for me. As I told you yesterday, when I get Fabiana back, I think I will move us to Miami or Geneva. It feels like nothing good can come from living in Sao Paulo right now.
I hope you're not giving up on our city, Senor Branco. Listen, we will catch the man. You have my word on that.
Listen to Mr. Becker, brother. Yes, these are tough times, but we have been through it before. Like when Father died.
Father had a heart attack visiting a brothel. Yeah, it was humiliating and embarrassing for sure. Now this is different. This is the Emperor.
Well, she's not dead. Maybe we'll be lucky and get her back safe soon.
I can almost guarantee it, if you do as I ask.
Maybe.
Be strong, brother. For your wife. I know this has been tough on you, but things will get better. For all of us. Hmm? Marcelo, pasos in my helicopter. This way.
Sure.
Mr. Becker?
Senhor?
Let us give you a ride.
Bom. Até logo, Senhor Branco. And may I say, you would be best served se contratar profissionais e não esses amadores pés de chinelo.
被讲那么惨。
Até logo, Sr. Branco.
I had so many plans, Max.
Didn't we all?
I was born into great fortune. Sometimes it feels like I have done nothing apart from being a rich man in a poor country. The men I talk to, they only see money. Now my wife, I am not naive. She does not love me for my body.
Well, despite your good fortune, you're still a decent man.
Am I? I don't know. I try to be.
有钱傻瓜。
Maybe I'm just another rich fool, just like the rest of my friends.
Com licença. Tem uma ligação para o senhor, um policial chamado Sr. da Silva.
Diga que eu ligo mais tarde.
Sim.
Another band cop wanting a pension contribution. Do you think a pile of shit feels popular because it's surrounded by flies? Look at me. I'm a mess.
O que está acontecendo? Meu Deus! Sim, pode entrar!
Senhor, temos um problema. O sistema de segurança foi desativado.
I can see that! We got men entering the building, and the office won't lock down.
Posso?
Claro que pode.
It's not working. There's a way to reboot the system. If I can get to the server room, I should be able to get everything back online.
Strange. You pay a couple $1 million, and you expect to push a button,
付出几百万美
be
金。
able to make all your problems go away. All I got was some useless junk and a bit of false confidence. I'm done, Max.
Sir, let us handle this. You stay in your office, lock yourself in. Do not answer the door unless you know it's me. Let's go.
除非你知道外面是
Should
我
be。able to override the system if I could just get to the server room.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine. Get down behind the desk now, both of you.
叫啦。
Max! Max!
Yeah, it's safe. Come on. We need to get you to the server room. Let's go.
Por que não posso ficar aqui com
为什
você
么不能跟你一起躲在
debaixo
桌
da
子下？
Let's go. Come on.
mesa? Okay, I'm coming. Come on.
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off. That left us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought.
Can we go, please?
That was the office Victor used at Fabricas Bronco.
店家
They'd been keeping an eye on Fabiana from afar. Shame they'd been more interested in supposed infidelities than thugs sizing her up for a snatch.
Over here, Max.
Where's the man, man?
This doesn't look good. We gotta keep moving.
我现在想要药罐，先收集药罐。Fuck you！
Let's keep going.
又他妈吃到了，他脑死了。枪哎！药罐，可恶！
This code should get us into the boardroom. Okay.
Glad to see see the security system is keeping the right people out.
Ah! Oh shit! Matem eles!
Are we dead?
No such
we dead?
luck. We gotta go.
死了吗？
It's through here.
Yeah, no.
I manage security systems, not real security. Shit.
It was a lot shinier than a favela, and rent'd be easier to collect. Maybe Bronco would take pity on all the poor bastards who got evicted. I just had to keep him alive to find out.
I'm going to puke if we stay here much longer.
好啦好啦，操！让我看一些东西都不行吗？啊，走了。
The server room is just past those cubicles. Okay, go.
O que eu falei? O que eu falei? A próxima pessoa.
谁的手不上啊？
Fica calado. Bom.
These clowns were the same guns for hire who jumped our exchange at the stadium. Crotcha Prado, the Black Badge, right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Eu vou por aqui, você vai por ali.
Preciso de proteção, pô!
Hey, we're good to go. Let's get that server back online.
Can't we just spend a few more minutes? Make sure they're all gone?
Come on, don't worry. I got your back. Poor kid was scared shitless, but I thought we'd seen the worst of it.
Okay. The server room is just down here.
You're doing good. Come on.
Hey?
干嘛想跟我一起
I
来？
didn't think I'd have a day
想
like
不想
this
跟
when
我
I
一起
wake
来
up
啊
in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing. Fact was, I'd gotten used to protecting Bronco in the big bad world. We hadn't anticipated a siege situation here, hadn't prepared for it. I couldn't tell the kid that. Something told me these guys didn't have security clearance.
"你不要乱吃啊！
Para que todos vivam, você tem que morrer. Preciso de cobertura aqui! Cobertura! Acerta ele! Maldita confusão! Eu vou te matar! Abra o caminho, pessoal! Vai se retirar, rapaziada! Eu preciso de ajuda! Ninguém cobertura! Ninguém cobertura! Ninguém cobertura agora! Eu tô precisando de cobertura!
没死，那假的。下面。
Cobertura! Vai em frente, vai, vai!
doesn't look good.
哦，直接后空翻嘞！啊，药丸，太好了，还有没有？我现在需要药丸。
Hey Max，
冲线啊！就要冲线！来啦！
Come on, move. You gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
You should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
All right, well, whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's.
The security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates. But hey, who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a dame, a dork, and a drunk? Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
Max! Your guy's working on the security system now, sir.
It just came on.
Okay, good. Then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir!
There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth. I'm a self-righteous pain in the ass, but I'm not above embezzling office supplies. Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo, educated at rich kid finishing schools all over Europe. No wonder they had the common touch. Poor girl was dead. Shot through the head by some hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time.
靠背，先打那个啦，加屎吧。快躲起来！ 来起来起来！他妈的！
It looked like we had seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out.
Eh, 在这边，哦，哈哈，在这里面，这么多都好，哼，直接贯穿，好痛。
I didn't know what the hell I was gonna find up there, but I sensed it wasn't gonna be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Senor Branco! Senor Branco! I can't get through to him. Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Branco, open up! I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad. The little luxury runaround that kept the rich looking down on the poor literally as well as metaphorically.
Rodrigo? Rodrigo? Rodrigo?
啊，死了！
God damn it.
但什么时候死了？
Of course, he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues. I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things low-key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved. Maybe some good would... Picking the photo from the broken fragments, something caught my eye.
靠背，赶快下来呀，大哥！慢跑。啊，车。
Only blind luck it meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me.
让我环顾一下四周。看我的药都没了。
It felt like I was burning from the inside out. I had to go. Perfect. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death.
阿话说，刚刚那个秘书小姐
Look
跟
at
那个
me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. There's no way one bomb could have done all this. Unless the place was made of gasoline. This whole joint must have been rigged.
竟然拉起来！
The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward
他
pay.
死掉了。
Getting his gun was more than just expediency.
God.
No one would be rebooting his system. Poor bastard.
一样 死了，其实我觉得他人还不错的哦。看老师打到手了耶！这样死人，可怜啊！看不到，就挡在那边，看不到。个，直接锤，棒！看，直接锤。
Rodrigo or not, Fabregas Bronco is falling apart quite literally. Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole. The last bunch of guys who tried to kill me might have had an idea.
Oh, 他们2、3个人都推不好。看，防弹玻璃。我靠！又炸，痛。
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take a shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week.
讲话真的很刁哎。
Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to him, I might get some answers.
Hey! Why? Why Rodrigo Bronco?
Why? What?
Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Bronco?
Came to kill you. Because what you did to us. You killed so many of us.
What reason did this poor bastard have to lie? He would be dead from shock or loss of blood in half an hour, even if I didn't leave him there to burn.
Where's Fabiana?
What?
Fabiana Bronco, where is she?
La Comando Sombra got her. Up the hill.
Then it was up the hill for me, I guess, where the gang held sway. I had to try to figure out who was using these angry paramilitary clowns as some kind of front to kill Rodrigo.
哦，好乱哦！现在形势好乱哦。
I was a mess. Rodrigo Bronco was dead. Fabiana was held hostage. I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess. This place, well, this place was gonna kill me too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk. At least then I would see who shot me. It was time to take back control from whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I'd been drinking and popping painkillers for years. I had a liver like a French goose and skin like red leather. Well, it wasn't perfect. In fact, it wasn't much good at all, but it was gonna have to do. At least I was facing in the right direction.
Tá ligando, hein? Alô?
Hello, Victor.
Max? Max, you're alive?
Of course I'm alive.
We did not know this. We are lost, Max. Our brother was everything to us.
I understand. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked.
What happened, Max?
I don't know.
Some guys from the Crush of Prado came into the building downstairs, so while me and the security guard were dealing with them, an assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, Porra. You killed my brother.
What are you talking about? I understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money.
How am I getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice, or more. Right now, I'm going to get Fabiana.
Where is she? Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza.
Nova Esperanza.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crotch of Prado told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max.
我们家都会散
Our
架了。
family is being torn apart.
光头大叔，但还有想到某个电影机。
So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore. The unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Parece crack, crack, mas é só insegurança. Fui nessa capete, os bico cansa. Expressa, é claro, cansa. Whisky neon, pouca luz, ela dança. Tô eu e meus demônios.
为什么要穿这样？超像观光客。
Cigarro, uma da frente, sem fé, tudo que fala mente. Fundo do poço, osso, dono da docente. Amor, busquei tipo samba.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go, so I decided to head straight for the street party that seemed to be raging. Either that or some other fool had gotten there before me and now was being ritually sacrificed. I've had better ideas, but then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
E aí, gringo?
Get lost, kid.
Eu me amarro nos States. Você precisa de ajuda, senhor?
Speak English?
Aham, falo sim, sem problema.
I need to know if you've ever seen this girl, Fabiana. Come here for a second. Look at her.
I know lots of girls. Sexy. Come on, come on. This way.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. Down there?
Isso.
Jesus.
Ouvindo só clique, black,
least I'd found myself a tour guide. The way I see it, there's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between. Hidden in the dark. What was I really doing, walking in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just using a messed up situation to indulge myself, grasping at some desperate delusion of control? Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I cared to admit.
A gente não tá no zoológico, turista de merda!
Ô papai, eu vim devolver o seu sorriso pra tela. Leve e solta pra cantar. Nunca esquecer como sua paz é bela. Dá força pra
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
barracos e morros sem socorro num lugar sem esperança, nada, sem luz que possa inspirar.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando. Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda.
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro.
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado. Pega o dinheiro dele, pega o dinheiro dele. Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Dá logo. Dá logo. Da puta. Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui.
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them. First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter. If there was one thing I'd learned since I'd been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Isso é a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe dos três.
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde estou?
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
Não compreende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own. It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
Passa baseado. Ih, não é tua vez não, passa aí, meu. Aí, tem visto a irmã do Wilson, mano? O que esse cara quer? Aí, bela camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o fusão, amigo.
Pô, sai de cima de mim, meu. Ô. Maluco.
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother.
Hey, that telephone?
Telefone, vai lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Matt, can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down?
Guaraná pra ele, chopp pra mim. Bem gelado.
Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well.
Wilson da Silva. Very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, I think.
Nice to meet you.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Bronco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy? Serrano.
Yeah, he's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, you sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And this is his little buddy here. Milo Hegel. They work for this vigilante group. Crasha Preto.
Yeah, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Bronco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land Rodrigo Bronco wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Bronco?
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange, when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. We had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Bronco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the Convey are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. I think you might want this.
Thank you. I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Bronco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. We're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You helped me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck!
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
E aí, gringo? O que você tá fazendo aí?
No comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim?
Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
来，再一个头。卡到靠背。要完了。还有一个。这是什么？散弹。野花。哈哈哈，直接随便打一下就好了。哈哈。哎，没打到。damn， 打到哪里了
？No shooting! Por favor, amigo. No. Relax, soldier. You're American?
那个头。
Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you?
我看他是秃头吗
Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world. Fuck me. I mean,
you're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think. And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day.
秃头。
Jesus, what a fucking creep.
我要这个啦。应该是没东西了，走，出去。
It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
É o gringo. Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma. A gente desce ou não? Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não. Tá certo. Vamos lá.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest.
死小孩。
I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint.
到了。神了，那边转。来一个。看，太痛了。他妈！
I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another man's eyes. I needed to focus. I could hear a woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me.
起来啊！哪里啊？
This was going to be a safe medical detox. Fabiana's market value is falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock.
哦，这另外一边可以过去吗？不行，可惜了。去哪里？哎，会卡住啊！
These bastards look different, tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiana wasn't going to be served up come feeding time. There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Tá faltando uma loira gelada. Falou que ia buscar, porra. Pô, eu falei pra esse otário aqui 3 vezes, aí até agora nada. Vai tomando seu cu, rapaz. Vai buscar cerveja seca. Que porra que eu fazendo mais baixo? Sei lá, os malandros matariam sua mãe por uma touca de maconha.
Contra a maré, o samba me contagia, me deixa maluca, me deixa lelé.
Mete bala nele! Ele tá aqui, caralho! Acorda! Vai!
枪呢？啊，这是什么枪啊？
Soccer had gotten Claudio away from the favela, but it hadn't gotten him far enough. I couldn't imagine his death had done much to boost the CS's approval ratings in that part of town.
在那个 pub 里面死掉那个。
escapar da justiça.
Está esperando o quê? Atira nele!
这玩意是要这样子打的啊！ 面对这种人就是要这样打，他才会怕，下次就不会敢。
Giovanna, charity worker and socialite. Work with the poor and play with the rich. You try to live in two worlds. Eventually you're gonna get your life ripped apart.
真的，感觉表里不一。这边吧。
Esta você não ganha não, amigo.
Você não me parece nada bem, cara. Você já era, você é homem morto.
哎，靠背你，他妈的，躲在那边。 躲起来好不好？偷打。想干嘛？操你妈的！呀，刚好38。
They told me the favelas were full of drugs.
买毒品。
Só mija, ouvi essa, seu filho da puta. Caralho! Caralho, porra! Não vou deixar ele fugir! Entendido! Vai se fuder!
Já 削到人死。换枪啊！啊，我步枪嘞！
I've seen enough. If these drugs didn't have a doctor's name on them, I wasn't interested. Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado. They called it rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living. I couldn't find any clues in this place, so I decided to do my bit for the drugs trade.
哦，感觉这边打得很火热哦。
That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally for his hospitality. It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me.
炮箱，靠背，应该没了吧？看我不要往这边吃完了。西死啊！操你妈！超硬！爱吃一吃够。
I had to hope the king was in his castle. As I approached the spot, I could hear raised voices. Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well. I wasn't expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down! Let the girls go. No one needs to die, asshole. Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda. Vou matar sim. Don't you kill her! Don't you?
Okay.
God,
Atividade é a porra da UP! Você fica com o gringo! Atividade tem depois, vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho!
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery. If I could get back to Passos, we'd be in a slightly better position to handle this situation. I was the reason Passos was here. Splitting without him would be beneath even an asshole like me. I knew I shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry, I just had to say goodbye.
You okay? I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Got that feeling too.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The money's mine! That's if there's anything left to identify the bodies with.
You good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yo, pussy!来喽，找找看喽，车去找一找了。哎，马上看到，什么枪？9毫米，啊，干你娘几个啊！阿林德雷真是很白痴妈，他吃补是在 tape 键那边，干妈每次都一按错，靠北。明明你要吃的，而且他妈只是稍微想看一看东西，然后会习惯性按 tape 这样子，靠北，妈浪费。枪哎，哇哦，爽！哈哈哈，不行啊，这个。 哈哈哈，哭了，没有子弹呐、哈哈哈，没有子弹呐、啊，好了，累了。那差不多了，今天也差不多到这边了。OK， 好啦，那么今天就先到这边啦，谢谢，拜拜。